dude, nice. It's good form right there.
Are you already filming?
Yeah.
Here, push on that side.
So I recently had a company reach out to me saying that they wanted to send me some suspension for the Subaru. They ended up sending over an entire coilover kit. It's got everything we need. It's fully adjustable, dampening, ride height, everything we need. The suspension on this car is actually shot a little bit, at least to my knowledge when I picked up the car. The guy who I bought it from said that the suspension does not ride good, and I'll admit it's pretty damn stiff. So as long as I'm not scraping everywhere we go, this is gonna be a huge upgrade. We got Jacob putting in work in here already. Fucking champ.
Oh yeah, that's what I do.
Fucking dog. Car's pretty damn dirty, but that's okay. MaxPeedingRods, thank you, I appreciate it. We're gonna get these installed. I'm gonna give you an honest review of how they ride. I know cheaper suspension companies get a bad rep for not being very good, but this is a genuine review. I'm gonna give you my honest opinion. Let's get these things installed. Car's gonna be lower, it's gonna look sick.
Run you the fuck down.
Yeah, I don't think you will. Nah, that's not true. Let's get her on jacks. Dude, that makes it so much easier. I'm so used to just using tools.
Why is that one the wrong size?
Tires are coming off. Super dirty. Jake is a pro mechanic out here in Pocatello. I never ended up fixing all the watermarks on the side, which I made a couple videos about before.
As you can see, I'm used to working on higher horsepower, more legit vehicles.
This thing sucks. This is Jacob's pride and joy right now. We're gonna get started on the front ones.
I want to unbolt the ABS. Are we gonna have to drop the spindle?
We're making some good progress. As you can see, we have the front two out. We're working on the back ones right now. Jacob's a pro mechanic. So the two stock ones out, the front ones. These do come preloaded. I believe it said 7mm of preload, which is what the instructions said. So all we have to do is get the ride height adjusted properly, make sure it's even. We still have to get the back two out as well. And then, yeah, we'll get the back two out as well, and then we'll get everything else installed. Subaru's totally cracked. I don't know what you're talking about. We're gonna drop it, I believe, about 2 inches.
You don't need 4 jacks.
So we have the two rears in, but the problem we're having is the knuckle is not lining up. It's not fitting in. So this piece right here doesn't want to go into the actual, the rears went in just fine, but this part of the coilover is not accepting this part of the knuckle.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out a way to spread these apart so that they fit. Running a bolt through here with a nut tightened down right there, and then another nut on the end here.
And just crank it and try and spread it out.
Yeah.
After some physical persuasion, it's a little bit better.
It's at least kind of going in.
And then we're gonna have to do the exact same thing on this one as well. It is currently a few days after we had a few fitment issues with the front suspension. We ended up getting that all sorted out. I had to go home and take care of a couple things for work. We're continuing the video. Time to give you guys a real review on how these things drive. Get some airflow in here. Whoa! So for starters, I will say they are a little bit stiffer, which is of course to be expected. I put it on a much softer setting, so it's much more towards the daily driving and street use rather than track use, because I don't track this car. This is just my daily driver, of course. It is sitting at about regular stock ride height at the moment. The coilovers really were not bad to install at all. The only fitment issues that we were dealing with was, I'm not even exactly sure how to describe it. The part of the coilover that connects to the knuckle of the axle assembly and all of that that was just slightly too thin. So what we had to do is Jacob, Pro Master Mechanic, we put a bunch of bolts and washers through it and then started screwing it out so that what it did is it forcefully stretched it out just enough. It still has all of its structural integrity. It's just stretched out just a little bit more. You wouldn't even notice from the factory that it looks even different. But other than that, everything was fine. Everything lined up properly. The coilovers look great, which I know you guys have already seen. The coilovers ride really good. It genuinely feels like stock. It's sporty enough, I can drop it as much as I want. Right now we're sitting at about stock ride height, just so I'm not scraping everywhere I go. But the suspension rides really good. I haven't fully gotten onto it and really experienced spirited driving with it yet. I will make a review for that here in a little bit. But for right now, the car rides great. I know cheap coilovers get a bad rep, and MaxPeedingRods, they are a well-known company, but they are known to be a little bit on the cheaper side. And naturally, cheap coilovers just get a bad rep right from the start, just because you can buy $200, $300 coilovers from eBay that are not going to ride very good. They're probably just going to blow in a little bit too. The welds aren't as sharp. MaxPeedingRods did a great job with these coilovers. They ride really good. The welds look really good. They look amazing, even though you can't really see them from the road, of course, because it's suspension underneath behind the wheels. They look phenomenal. They look great. If you're looking for a street use, not really a track use, but a daily driver where you want a little bit better handling, you can do your spirited driving with it, and you can drop your car to make it look as good as you want. So I think they're great for the money. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It was a fun process with Jacob installing the coilovers, and the best part was just seeing how they actually ride afterwards. They really are good coilovers. Installing coilovers really isn't that bad if you have the proper tools and you just got enough time on your hands. It's really not that bad. For $500, you really can't go wrong with these coilovers. I hope you guys enjoyed. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys next time.